Good morning, my students and other learners at large. Today's lesson is on trade project guidelines. I'm Patricia. These guidelines are meant for trade project for diploma class in Module 3 in ICT. Welcome. Chapter 1, 1.0 Introduction. In this, you are supposed to introduce the problem in the place you are developing system for. Again, you are supposed to mention the system which is in operation, whether it's a manual and explain how it operates. Then, mention the advantages of the system that you are proposing or you want to develop for them. For example, we take an example of waste collection. So in this case, you find that in most of the counties, they normally advertise this tender of waste collection. Then the winner of the tender is given the opportunity to provide the services of waste collection. So how does it operate? The owner of the tender, he looks for drivers that are assigned lorries and routes, and they are also assigned loaders or assistants to help them in waste collection. So this is still a manual way of operation. It operates by them going to their routes, routing after they reach a residential area, or routing after they reach markets to alert their clients so that they can come and line up with their trashes for collection of wastes. Now mention the advantages of the system that you are developing for that case. The advantages would be like there will be no wastes, wastes or dump sites or uncollected wastes. This is because the waste collection will be timely. The clients will not waste time waiting for waste collection. This is because of the automation of the waste collection, which will enable the clients to do the request online. And in this, the drivers will be able to locate their clients on the Google map and even request for their location, and the Google map will be able to direct them to the clients. So in such a case, you'll find the waste will be collected timely. So there will be no poor services of waste collection. So in such a case, the introduction is perfect. You are supposed to introduce your problem or the problem that you are developing the system for in that way. 1.1 Background of the study. In this, you are supposed to write some history of the place you are developing system for. For example, if we are developing a system for Kakamega County for waste collection, we are supposed to write history of Kakamega County, like it occupies which amount of space in terms of kilometers, like it has an estimation of population of how many people, so that you can be able to show your audience, the people that you are making the system for, they are like how many people. Then you are also supposed to write the operations done by the organization daily on waste collection. Again, indicate what your proposed system will do in terms of improving the operations of the organization in terms of waste collection. So in that, you are done with your background of the study. 1.2 Problem statement. In this, state clearly the problem that is making you come up with that system. We take our example again, Kakamega Eco-Waste Management System. So, what is making us come up with this system? It is because of poor waste collection services and disposal, which is a threat to the public health and reduces the quality of life of urban residents in the urban settlements. So in such a case, you have indicated clearly there is poor waste collection services. That's why we are coming with a better collection services in terms of a system. 1.3 we have objectives. Then 1.3.1 we have main objective. State clearly what your system is addressing. For example, the overall goal of Kakamega Eco-Waste system is to automate the manual waste collection system in Kakamega County. Another example, if you are developing a system for hotel management, you can say the overall goal of Kakamega hotel management system is to automate the manual way or manual activities of Kakamega hotel. So in such a way, you have already shown the audience or told the audience what your aim is. Your aim is to do what? Your aim is to come up with automated system. A system that will be able to do things automatically, not the manual way. Then 1.3.2 Specific objectives. State clearly what your system will achieve, e.g., to capture the client's details. 2. To capture the agent details. 3. To register the waste type. 2. Generate reports. To verify payment. So those are the things that our system will be able to achieve by the end of its development. You are supposed to indicate what your system will be able to do. 1.4 Research questions. In order to achieve the above objectives, there must be questions to be answered. You are supposed to have the questions in your mind. What are you developing the system to do? If it is doing this, what are the requirements of this system? Such things. You have to form some research questions. E.g., the developer will want to know whether the internet will be available. So in this case, the system is internet-based system. So will the internet be available? That is one of the research questions. Another one, the developer will want to know how many users can use technology. In such a case, that system will be a system of technology like maybe Android system. So how many users are able to use the Android phones? How many users can operate a smartphone? So that is technology. Which ways will be used to secure Kakamega Eco Waste database? So in such a case, we are talking about security, to ensure security to the database that we will be used in that system. Which ways will be used by this system to ensure details of users are captured? So now that we said to capture details of clients, capture details of agents, which ways or methods will be used to capture these details of users? So those are examples of research questions that you should be able to come up with. 1.5 Justification. In this, once the problem has been stated, we need to write another paragraph for justification. And this is about trying to explain why we need to implement, why we need such a system. Why is it important to adopt your system? For example, the county personnel are facing a lot of challenges when they move around blindly without knowing which area to collect waste from. But implementation of this system will assist and also will just be able to identify clients on the Google map. Now, after the clients have requested for waste collection online, the Google map will just locate or show where that client is. So in such a case, the driver or the personnel that has been sent to collect waste is able to locate the client on the Google map without any problem, without moving around blindly, without knowing where to collect the waste. So in such a case, he is able to know where to collect the waste. Again, there will be no wastage of time. That is another justification, because the client is provided with the agent number or the driver's number on the message that confirmed the waste collection requests. So he can call the personnel and know when the waste will be collected. In such a case, the client is relieved, he is able to do other things, and you'll not be stressed waiting for waste collection. Scope 1.6. State clearly what you will be able to develop. State what your system will be able to achieve. E.g., the system will handle M-Pesa payments only, meaning any other payment is not catered for by the system. The waste type to be handled will be degradable, hazardous, and biodegradable, meaning other type of wastes will not be collected for now. Then after some time, the system will be updated and those other wastes will be catered for. Reports will be generated, maybe reports of the waste collection types, those clients that have requested for waste collection, reports on those clients who have registered with the system, and so on. So those are examples of the scope, how you write the scope. So one, you have to explain what is the scope. That is, you state clearly what you will develop. So in such a case, you say, the system will be able to achieve the following. Then now you start writing them the way I've stated. Limitations of the system. In this case, you write a list of the problems that may face your system. And example, if your system is using internet, you can say, in case of system failure, internet failure, the system will not be able to operate. If your system is an Android, then you can also say, in case of the Android system, you can say, the users must possess an Android phone. Again, you can also say, the users must be able to operate an Android phone. So which means if the users are not able to operate such a phone, there is a limitation to them. They are limited to use your system. 1.8 Project risk and mitigation. In such a case, you are supposed to write the risks that are affecting your system, things like virus. Mitigation is how you can prevent it or what you can do if it happens. In such a case, we have to install an antivirus or enable Windows Defender. Another example is accidental deletion. You can have regular backups. Software failure, you are supposed to install genuine software, and so on. There are several risks and mitigations that you can write about. Project schedule, you are supposed or advised to use a Gantt chart. This is an example of a Gantt chart whereby you have the activity and the schedule in terms of months and also the year. So you can see, like the title, this project started in August 2022, and the title was given, or was the person decided the topic in August 2022. System analysis began in September up to December 2022. Then design and coding started immediately, that is January, and he was able to finish in May 2023. Then system documentation is what we are doing, what we are writing, what we are talking about from introduction to this chapter 1 up to chapter 6. That one is throughout, so it's from the beginning of the project title up to the end. So that one you shade every month. It's shaded, as you can see. System testing, you normally begin system testing when you begin the coding. You code while testing, and testing goes up to the end. System installation, you start installing the system towards the end of the coding, as you can see. You can begin month 2 or 2 months 2. And then we have system maintenance, which should be shaded the last month. So that is an example of the schedule, project schedule. I hope you have seen it. Then the last one is on the budget and resources. And in this, you are supposed to indicate the item, unit, cost per item, then subtitle. As you can see, this person needed a laptop for Android system, needed Java, needed Android Studio, Firebase, printing materials, data bundles, flash disk for storage, miscellaneous. This one you can use it for transport and lunch when you are doing some data collection, and then you indicate the total. So that is an example of a budget and the resources required in his system. This marks the end of our lesson today. Thank you for listening to me. Next lesson will be on chapter 2, literature review. So welcome again for literature review. I'm Patricia.